Hey everybody, welcome back and Merry Christmas 2024. I'm well above Lake Elsinore right now, and on this Christmas day we got back from Palm Springs just a little bit earlier. Weather dramatically different, of course, as it usually is, but a little bit windy, a little bit cold looking over the lake. But today we're going to go see the devastation of the Ortega fire. Now in September of 2024, CALTRANS was working on some hill or rocks with heavy equipment, and they started a brush fire with this heavy equipment. Now that fire quickly spread with the winds and came all the way through. I drove this way the other day, and just the devastation is crazy. So we're going to go take a look at that.
Breaking news, a brush fire that's closed Ortega Highway near Lake Elsinore. Let's go live to Desmond Shaw.
And I actually want to get to our Lori Perez. She just got on scene in Lake Elsinore. Lori, what are you seeing?
Kind of the downtown of Lake Elsinore, and we were trying to get up to El Carrizo Street, which is where we understand there are some homes that are burning, but we cannot. We're about a mile from there. We can't get further on the Ortega Highway because this fire is jumping 4 hours, and in that time so we have watched as the flames have really exploded, sweeping across the terrain, jumping the highway, and eventually El Carrizo neighborhood, El Carrizo Street, it is gone. House after house, we walked by shells of homes and cars and gardens and driveways and playscapes, all the evidence of a community now burned to the ground. It was like a movie. It was hard to tell how many homes were gone. I mean, really.
We've made it to El Carrizo Village. Now the population is 250, elevation 2,600 feet in the air here, and here's what we're dealing with. I'm at a loss for words. This truck completely burnt out. Had no chance. Another truck over here just in the dirt. A sign right here that says right to pass by written permission and subject to control of the owner. And then it also says California wildfire investigators. October 12th. That's already passed. And just to kind of give an overview of what this looks like inside here. These guys just drove in. I don't know if they were allowed to, but they did. Just want to give a, oh my gosh, they had so many cars here. What does this say? Preventive maintenance in action for convenience. We'll walk up here and take a look, but you can see everything through here. This guy just had tons and tons of cars. This looks like some sort of Carmagia. What is this? Somebody put their business card underneath there. Classic. Just to kind of show what was going on here. All these classic cars. If you ever need to shoot a movie, this would be the spot. You can get very authentic. It's cold, so I don't got to worry about snakes. But just the devastation. And like I was saying, a school bus of some sort. This started, you can see the ground still just torched. I don't think we've had rain really much since then out here. Car upon car just stacked, and you can see the house off in the distance. This is so sad just to show the wreckage. I forget what car that is. Somebody probably knows, but I know the hubcap on it. These things really had no chance whatsoever. There's probably a lot of explosions and things out here too going down. You would have to think with all the vehicles. And oh wow, there's a house over here. So sad. They got their chimney there still and all their personal belongings. So here's swing and stuff, and we're gonna walk up right here. This would be somebody's house. See, bicycles, and it's kind of like they've made their way through here, separated a few things, but some things just haven't been. There's the fireplace and a statue right there pouring water, a water trough. Made a little bridge here. A little makeshift bridge. Got their chimney and mailboxes. Really, really sad. I mean, the fact that this can be prevented, that CALTRANS did it. So CALTRANS did this one. The last fire that we had was, look at this, back end of a car. The other one was Southern California Edison that started it. Wow, it goes way back here. I think maybe they moved them from some of the houses where these, like, where all this happened, and then they just kind of brought them all out here. We're gonna go down the road a little bit more. It's interesting that the last two fires, the big ones that out here in Southern California, it's fairly common. And not to get too much into the political side of it, but the government and how California's ran really needs to be held responsible. The fact that, interesting, wow, this little bridge here, hold on, looks good. The fact that the gas company, or not the gas company, CALTRANS and then Southern California Edison was responsible, and then they tell Californians what they need to do when they caused the last two fires, big fires too. Blows my mind. You can still smell it over here. Some sort of a barber chair, stairway up into the house, and a sewing machine. Just to give an overview, this just kind of shows how big this area is, and just everything here. That's just, this was just the stuff that they couldn't get out, it looks like. We're gonna go check out another spot now and just see what we can kind of find. All right, so we moved down on Highway 74 a little bit. Hell's Kitchen, Route 74, beer, wine, pool, and games, motorsports restaurant. Place doesn't look like it's been open for quite some time, but they didn't get affected by the fire whatsoever. Got the market across the street. These wood carvings are cool. I'm gonna have to see these for sure, but it looks like maybe they did. I'm not sure if that was fire related. Those are cool. There you go, Justin, if you need to do some skull tikis, do those. Hell's Kitchen, no Gordon Ramsay here, that's for sure. I like it. I've never been up here. Here's a classic tiki side on this face, or this tongue out, typical Hawaiian style. Got another one hiding underneath there, but yeah, I like the skull one. You don't see that very often. So went down the road about maybe a quarter of a mile, and when you look at it and you see these houses just in the middle of where everything is burned up, the fire department really does an amazing job out here. Especially with, you can see this, just how bad this was going. You got to figure we're in the 100-degree days at that time. Winds, the mountains in the back there are torched, and the houses still remain. It almost looks like you're on Mars. But you can see the green coming back, so that's good. Being reborn, and then out there, like I was saying, if you keep traveling, you'll end up at the Pacific Ocean. So hats off to the fire department. Did a great job. You can see a house up on that side was not so lucky. I mean, there are a few that I guess, you know, couldn't get them all. Looks like these were a lot where the people that had to evacuate couldn't get out their old cars in time, and probably for the insurance adjusters, they have this staging area and just brought everything over here. This one didn't get burned. What happened to this one? I wonder if they found anything like crazy in these. Somebody was hiding some secrets in their trunk. Yeah, these things got roached out, and these are some real Americana classic cars. Oh, these guys got their little pans there. They're doing some cooking, doing some bacon. Wow, there's an Infiniti G35, it looks like. Whoa, look at this. The glass is just melted to the car. Convertible, laid back. Yeah, the whole inside just gone. I'm really amazed by how the glass is just melted in there. Oh, look, pick apart. You need a rotor or maybe an arm. There you go. And this guy's got a engine in the back here. The inner workings of this car. I don't know if I'm the only person here, and there, I mean, it was open, so I just walked in. There was no fence blocking it, but this looks like a Jaguar. Fancy. Oh yeah, it is. I can tell by the engine. Sign. Forget about it. I think this was a speed limit sign, possibly. But as always, look at that. There we go. New life, greenery, and asphalt. Oh, look, the signs. They were working at night or something, because those guys caught on fire too. The work lights. Oh, it looks like there's some sort of van or... Oh yeah, they got a generator running over there. So I'm gonna head out. Now, right behind me, going down the road, I found these folks. Their house just wasn't so lucky. All the insurance information here, but yeah, it looks like they lost everything. Very sad. They just came over that ridge, but then across the street, you see, that house is A-okay. And yeah, these wildfires just come through and they just wipe out everything in its path. And once these winds kick up here especially, it gets so gnarly. Well, I think that's going to do it on this video. I came through here the other day because traffic was so bad on my way home from Orange County. I think there was a car crash and it was closed down. But I had to come this way, and I had no idea. I remembered this, but I had no idea it looked like this and the devastation. But with that being said, Merry Christmas, everyone, 2024. Please consider subscribing. Give it a thumbs up, like this video if you like this video, and as always, I'll see you next time. Give one more shot over here. This fence in the lock isn't doing much good any longer, but wow. Those screws. Well, they can mash all this down and rebuild. I don't know if they want to go through that again.